So there's a lot of differences between an abstinence-based treatment for alcohol addiction versus the Sinclair method, and I wanted to talk about three of the main differences today. So number one is that the Sinclair method is not an abstinence-based treatment protocol. In fact, this treatment is started while somebody is still drinking alcohol with the goal to help them reduce their drinking over time, whether their long-term goal is abstinence or they want to be able to drink alcohol in moderation. For a lot of people, once they've crossed over into alcohol use disorder territory, moderate drinking becomes very difficult because the brain has changed. But with the Sinclair method, it becomes possible because through this treatment, the protocol works to help the brain heal from alcohol use disorder, essentially helping the brain unlearn alcohol addiction through the treatment protocol, which involves using the medication naltrexone. So that's one of the main differences, that this is not an abstinence-based protocol, and most people who go on the treatment have a goal to drink in moderation. They want to, have alcohol on occasions, on the weekends, or at weddings, and not have it be something that they can't touch for the rest of their life. And through this treatment, that is actually quite possible for most people. The next thing that is really unique about this treatment, that was one of the first things I noticed with the protocol, is that it works to get rid of the craving for alcohol over time. For a lot of us who struggle with our drinking, we have this mental preoccupation or craving with it. We're thinking about drinking, planning, wishing we could drink, telling ourselves we can't drink, wondering when the waiter is going to come fill our glass, wondering if there's enough alcohol here. All these crazy thoughts that our brain can have about alcohol. And with the Sinclair method treatment protocol, what it does over time, because it heals the root issue of excessive drinking, which is neurologically in the brain, the craving starts to quiet down and even go away completely for most people. For me, that was one of the first things I noticed on the treatment, was that my thought life about alcohol was just getting a little bit less, and I was shocked because I didn't realize how much I was thinking about drinking until I went on this treatment, and that started to quiet down. It was truly life-changing. And so because the craving goes away, that's where a lot of us can feel like we're completely trigger-proof. Like I could see a billboard with wine or watch a movie, or someone could be having a glass of wine next to me, and I could care less. I'm totally indifferent to it. There's just no story or craving for alcohol anymore. And this happened for me over time on the Sinclair method. It probably took about 9 months to get to a place where I had no more cravings for alcohol anymore. And the third thing that's different about this treatment is that it's evidence-based. It has over 30 years of research proving that this treatment works for most people to help them reduce their drinking or quit drinking over time. For me, this was really encouraging when I was on the treatment because it's a long-term treatment. It's not an overnight fix. There can be ups and downs, but I would always remind myself that, this is backed by evidence and there's so much research to show that it works for most people. And so that would just keep me grounded and confident and committed to the long-term process that was recovering from alcohol addiction through the Sinclair method. This treatment changed my life starting in 2017. I struggled with my drinking for years before I learned about it. And when I did learn about it and started to see success, I was just blown away that it wasn't more well known. It just feels like, even still today, like one of the best kept secrets out there. Most people don't know that there's a treatment that can help you get your control back over alcohol without labels, without rehab, without quitting cold turkey, and truly become a normal drinker if that's your goal, or get to a place where you can go alcohol free and it's not this white knuckled thing where you're just fighting an urge to drink every day. I didn't mean to go alcohol free through this treatment. My goal was to drink in moderation, and I did that for a while on the protocol, but eventually I did quit drinking just because I lost interest in alcohol and it became so much easier for me not to drink anymore. I can drink if I want to. I might drink again one day. I just have zero interest or desire to drink, so it's really easy just not to drink. I'm a huge advocate for this treatment. I'm always making videos about it, so you can check out my other videos to learn more, or the link in my profile.